Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Voice of Cards. Last time we left off in here in the Nameless Shrine, I believe this place was called. After we explored everything else besides the area we actually had to go to, so.
Your footing is obscured in the dimness of the shrine. You should probably proceed with caution.
Yeah, let's go carefully.
You go forth slowly but steadily, taking it one step at a time. You take a good look at the floor and see it lined in trails of viscous liquid. No doubt a slime or 200 have passed through here.
Well, that's kind of a good sign, right? The narrator was trying to say something there, but I think I made my choice too quickly. Which is not a problem I ever thought I would have. Oh, there's a character. Who are you? You look different.
It looks like poor Mr. Flobby is being held captive by the Mystery Man. Hand over that slime, you shout to the man in the dark. You speak as if I kidnapped him, he remarks, curtly turning to face you.
Okay, so someone did mention that this man dressed in black did look like Melanie, or had the same clothes as Melanie, right?
When your eyes finally adjust to the surrounding darkness, you realize the man's clothes look eerily similar to Melanie's. Melanie's mouth falls open in surprise. It seems the man has noticed Melanie as well. It looks like the two know each other.
What do you suppose their relationship is? Maybe they're friends, they're wearing matching outfits. I mean, I don't think they're friends.
The man says that he and Melanie came from the same village, where this was their native dress.
Okay.
The man's revelation makes you realize that you know almost nothing about Melanie's past.
Okay, this song's getting very hype. Is this a crazy boss fight? I have a feeling it is. Based off this music alone. Take the chance to find out more. Melanie's hometown?
You ask Melanie about her hometown, but she holds her tongue. Then the man speaks. With forbidden magic, our clan has ensured the dragon, he begins, when Melanie cuts in. She rattles on about the man, telling you that he is Vince, a lunatic obsessed with the dragon. Vince resentfully claims that he is searching for the noble dragon to protect it. You ran away from home with your tail between your legs, he ridicules. Enraged, Melanie lunges at Vince. You have so many questions, but realize that the most pressing matter is getting Mr. Flobby back. So you ready for battle?
Okay, so he wants to protect the dragon for some reason. Because he has an obsession with it. Maybe you're just a weird nihilist.
He won't go down easy.
We'll see about that. Okay, 100 HP is nothing to scoff at, but... Happenstance cards will trigger each turn. Add 3 to all allies and enemies' defense. That's whatever. Alright, let's try to get a freeze off on you first. Gotta see if we can get the freeze cheese. We cannot. Ooh, and you dodged it. How about if I poison you? That would be helpful. No, my rolls suck shit today. So I'm getting a stupid spam call on my work phone. Alright, so... Do I even want to bother? I think I'll just save up for another freeze from Melanie next turn. At least we're faster than you. All of us. Ooh, you're trying to freeze. Haha! You suck at rolling too. Yeah, that's what we need. Dun, 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 dun. If I can get the freeze and then get... Well, I won't have enough for the double shot. But if I could get the freeze and then the double shot with Ridus, that would be nuts. So powerful. Well, I got the freeze. but you resist it. Okay. Well, I might have missed that you resist ice damage earlier. Or do you just mean you resist the status effect? That might be it. You got high evasion, I'll give you that. It's very annoying. Attack plus 10. Oh god. Okay. Big hits. 3 to wind damage dealt by allies and enemies. I don't have any wind damage to inflict, unfortunately. Okay, so you resist that. There's no point in doing that. Let's just do a fireball. Alright. Quick shot may kill you here. If this doesn't, then Ash will. Well, if you had gotten a crit, it would have.
During the fight, Vince asks, "Do you know the truth about that village?"
You do realize you're about dead, right?
The headman may look like a nice old man, but he keeps those little monsters around too. He begins, but before he can finish...
Headman may look like a nice old man, but he keeps those little monsters around to... To what? Attack people? You're not gonna tell me he has a monster fetish, are you?
Winifred, Hedwin, and Berwin of the Ivory Order appear.
Can they not?
The three brush you aside, fixing their attention on Vince. "So you are the one who disturbs the peace," they exclaim, then charge at him. The Ivory Order and that false justice they serve are the true evil here, he retaliates, fighting back.
No. We once again got our, thunder stolen. Stealing my thunder. Basically, y'all gotta level up. Good HP, good speed. Shockwave, deal bolt damage, inflict paralysis if roll is 4 or higher. That could be good. And Melanie leveled up. She's got an extra HP. Mar, some defense and HP.
Seeing the two parties occupied with each other, you realize this is your chance to grab Mr. Flobby.
Hell yeah! Let's cheat. Screw you guys, we'll screw you over.
Perhaps wary of humans, Mr. Flobby dashes out when you draw near.
Okay, that's fine, Mr. Flobby. Mr. Flobby escaped from the shrine. Catch him! We'll do that in a second. Let's see what's going on at the back of this cave. Definitely just walls. There we go.
Vince is on equal footing with the three from the Order. You realize then that he wasn't fighting in earnest against you earlier.
Yeah, I was kind of assuming that.
Engrossed in their battle, the combatants pay you no mind.
I mean, the dude had 2 HP left, and he was just like, "So, what do you actually know about my village?" I'm like, okay, he's not taking this very seriously. But hey, we kicked his ass, I guess. The nerfed version of his ass. Whoops. Merchant selling goods. I mean, sure. What she got? Oh, this is just this garbage. Was there anything here that I would actually want? It's not even that much cheaper. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I was hoping it was something more interesting.
When you reach out to grab Mr. Flobby, he suddenly attacks.
Whoa, he's angry. Why?
Lower Mr. Flobby's stamina to calm him down.
Okay, Mr. Flobby's a tankier slime than usual. Hitting you with this should work, right? I'm not trying to kill you. Should I be not trying to kill you? It said lower his stamina. Does that just mean knock him out, or get him down to like 1 or something? I mean, I lowered his stamina, quote unquote.
Exhausted from the fight, the raging Mr. Flobby finally stops attacking. But it seems he hasn't yet come to his senses. He glares warily at your party. Find something to help return Mr. Flobby to normal.
Oh no. A handkerchief. Definitely this. No, actually the Mistral Blade. He wants that. No, I'm just joking. I wonder what happens if you give him that, though.
You wipe Mr. Flobby's mouth with the handkerchief you received from the girl. Then you hear a quiet voice speak. That's not my mouth, Mr. Flobby murmurs bashfully. It looks like the girl's familiar scent on the handkerchief returned him to normal. Having regained his senses, Mr. Flobby heads back to the village. You place the increasingly sticky handkerchief in your bag.
Turn to Unionville. I do wonder where that... Because I missed a mystery card somewhere. I do wonder where that was. I thought it was maybe going to be in that cave. But, I do not know. Let's just enter Unionville. See what the hell these people want.
Lappy approaches and tells you that Mr. Flobby has returned.
Oh yeah, you. The one that's a friend with Melanie. I was wondering if you were going to come up again. Talk with Mr. Flobby, now that he's safely within the confines of Unionville. Alright, sure.
The girl is ecstatic that Mr. Flobby is finally back home. I'm happy for you, Melanie says with a smile as she returns the handkerchief. The girl bows her head and thanks you deeply. Mr. Flobby looks as slimy as ever. You just hope it's a happy slime. The headman wants us to bring Mr. Flobby to him. Would you mind, you ask? Of course not. But bring him back soon, she answers with a bright smile.
Yeah, I am curious what that Vince was talking about. The village headsman. He's like, do you know why he keeps all those monsters around? I'm like, what sort of dark lore are we about to have exposed to us? Alright, Mr. Flobby, you're probably on, like, the important characters page. No? Vince is, though. So you're... oh, you're on the enemy page, because technically I did have to fight you. I suppose that makes sense. Yeah, there you are. It's everyone's favorite friendly villager slime, Mr. Flobby. And find him playing house or racing against a girl in the village, his bestest friend ever. Mr. Flobby comes from a real big family. There's his sister Plobby, his sister Blebby, and his nephew Booby. Sadly, none of them are with us any longer. Poor Booby. Oh. Thought it was gonna be Bobby, and then I was like, no, that's Booby. Right there. Alright. Alright, Elder. What's up?
I am so happy to see you safe and sound, the headman exclaims, giving Mr. Flobby a hug. You explain everything that happened, including the incident with Vince and the Ivory Order. He expresses his relief that the Order will be taking care of the criminal. He then thanks you for your hard work and instructs his stewardess to prepare dinner for your party.
Dinner again. Oh, wait, no, we got interrupted last time.
You can feel your collective mouths watering at the sight of the lavish meal before you.
Look at this feast.
You, Mar, and Ridis immediately dig in. You aren't sure where you find a moment to breathe among all the feasting. Please, eat to your heart's content, the headman insists with a smile.
Is this poison? I don't know. I don't trust you.
Once your belly is full, you realize that Mr. Flobby is gone. And then... Room for dessert? The headman asks, offering you a plate of slimy jelly. You feel your stomach churning at the very sight of it.
He's serving people! Well, in this case, not people, but monsters, but he's serving his own friends! Oh, that's messed up. Alright, headman, you need to die. That's I knew it was going somewhere weird, and as soon as it was like you don't see Mr. Flobby, I'm like,
The color strikes you as familiar, and the stickiness sends a shiver down your spine.
Could it be? Less thinking, more eating? No, Mr. Flobby.
Is this Mr. Flobby? You ask the headman, your voice trembling in disbelief. The headman looks at you with a plain expression, one that holds no malice. Is that a problem? He questions back.
I mean, this is the question, right? Because we're walking around I'm assuming murdering a bunch of monsters, you know, like nobody's business. But then we come to a town where they're all living happily with humans, and it's like, oh, well, they're like basically people. So then you get the question of, is it okay to kill them? And now we're like faced with this moral quandary of, oh yeah, we're just eating them. And we're like, oh, that's disgusting. And he's probably going to be like, well, you kill them all the time. I don't see what the big deal is.
This dish is a masterpiece, he remarks with a light-hearted chuckle as he gazes at the jelly. And I have you brave heroes to thank for it. Had you not brought that slime back, we would not be able to enjoy this exquisite dessert.
Take your leave of Unionville. Yeah, I think we shall. Maybe break some things on the way out.
You move to leave, but the headman stops you.
What, are you gonna try to put me on the menu? Or are you after Mar?
I try to get my meat while it's still young and tender, but at least your pet is very plump, he remarks, licking his lips.
Okay, you wanna die then.
He points at Mar and asks, would you consider leaving that creature here with me?
Who's gonna punch him? Punch? Oh, there's no punch. Mar ain't for sale.
Never, you refuse flatly, not bothering to hide your discomfort.
Can't believe you can ask how much. That's horrible.
Think about it, he entreats. And then you grab the headman by his lapels, hands trembling in fury.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be Ash. Punch his ass. Oh no, we're fighting him. Oh, okay. We're just gonna kick his ass, like, straight up. Oh. Does it actually want me to beat up this old man? I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble for doing this. Can I run away? You see no scenario in which you might escape from this enemy. Okay, I was wondering if this was like a choice. Do I beat up the poor defenseless old man? Or... well, he's not poor. And he might not be defenseless. I think I see a knife on him, but... he's very weak. So, I'm guessing the game just wants me to beat the shit out of him right here. Ooh, and the crit. Ow. Later. Now we're like fugitives, right? We murdered the headman. Or maybe we just knocked him out.
You pummel the headman with all your might. Curled up on the ground, the headman groans in pain, but insists that monsters were meant to be eaten. You hug Mar tightly, reassuring him that you will not hand him over to anyone. Mar looks at you with his round eyes and mews softly.
Oh.
You meet eyes with the rest of your party and reach a tacit agreement. Together, you all stand and leave.
I mean, how could you trust somebody with that crazed of eyes? Look at him. I'm out of here, you weirdo. Trying to serve me people pie and stuff.
As you are about to leave the headman's house, though...
what, is he gonna call the Ivory Order on me?
The old man suddenly charges at you from behind. But Mar, the keener of you two, is quick to block his path. With a crash, Mar and the headman tumble to the ground.
He has a knife. I don't like this.
From the headman's hand falls a small blade. It clatters to the ground, covered in blood.
Oh, now you done it. Before I just kicked your ass, but now your head's coming off. How dare you? In my trying to stab me in the back?
You take the injured Mar to an inn where you can watch over him. You gaze at the unconscious Mar with concern. Despite the shallow wound, no amount of medicine seems to rouse Mar from the bed.
Did he poison it? What a jackass!
I heard that my friends were in danger, so I came as quickly as I could, Lappy says.
Lappy, you need to get the hell out of here.
As he reaches Mar's bedside, he leans over and licks his wound. This is whatchamacallit extract, he shouts.
Whatchamacallit extract, or what?
He explains that it is a poison extracted from a certain monster. If it enters the body, it drastically reduces one's stamina. Hearing those words, you realize the headman's blade must have been coated in this poison. Mar's condition starts to make sense.
Where's that asshole? Why isn't he in the hospital room next to us?
Isn't there anything we can do? Melanie asks. Lappy's eyes widen in realization before he places his mouth over Mar's wound and begins sucking. He then puts the whatchamacallit extract into a bottle and hands it to you.
Strange extract that Lappy collected from Mar. Whoa, those things inside of it. They look like nuts. Some kind of berry.
Lappy says that if you follow the road south of the village, you will reach Shoreland. He tells you to give the extract to the famous nutritionist there.
Okay, so we're gonna like synthesize an antidote, basically. Got it.
Realizing that you are at fault for this, you don't hesitate to undertake the quest.
Can't believe the other option was Lappy should go. What kind of asshole, man?
Strange. The extract comes from a monster, so it should have no effect on one, Lappy remarks with a curious tilt of his head.
Extract comes from a monster, so it should have no effect on one, Lappy remarks with a curious tilt of his head. Are you gonna tell me that, like, Mar was actually human, but was, like, turned into a monster by a witch or something? Mar was removed from the party. Oh, whew. I'm really glad I wasn't using him. Village headman. Oh god, what a dick. Alright, characters. Village dickhead. The dick headman, more like it. Traveling gourmand in his younger days, the headman has long been fond of monsters, so much so he founded Unionville, where humans and monsters coexist. Looks don't tell the whole story. Even the most inedible looking things can harbor incredible flavors, the headman explains, his table filled with dishes never before seen. What a weirdo asshole. Okay, open door. What is this?
I thought a beast of that size would eat us out of house and home, she remarks, no doubt talking about Mar.
Alright, let's get out of here. We gotta go to, like, Shoreland or whatever. Is there anybody we need to talk to? I still feel weird about missing that one card that I need. I mean, whatever. I guess there's not really much to do here. We can hit up the carriage shop. Only to find out they're closed. Okay, cool. I just wanted to interact with the NPC one more time so I can get their thingy. Their story. New chapter? Really? A monster vanishes in a village where such creatures live together in peace with humankind. While on its trail, the proud witch encounters a one-eyed man from her past. As the Ivory Order and Mysterious Man cross blades, the self-proclaimed heroes slink away to see the missing monster home. The hidden village's secret comes to light and is united in name alone. A monster falls, protecting the would-be hero from the headman's blade. Knowing they must save their precious companion, the party sets out to the next town. There they meet two stalwart men who devote their lives to nutrition. Chapter 4, Shoreland. Does everyone in Shoreland just like to be half naked? I'm starting to think so. Follow the road leading south from Unionville towards Shoreland. So which mysterious card am I missing? Because I'm kind of like, at this point I'm like, maybe I should just look up that one. Let's see here. Key items. Yeah, I'm missing 4. Yeah, let's look this. Let's look up maybe for a hint on my phone or something. Like, I don't know. I would like to get it. So let's see here. Voice of cards. Mysterious card 4. Let's see here. Like, I'm normally pretty good about this stuff and I don't miss anything, so I am really weirded out by where the... Oh. Okay. I guess that's why I didn't get it. Apparently it's in Woodland, but you have to talk to the characters again after the fire. Which I don't think I did, so... Let's go to Unionville so we can go to Woodland and grab that mysterious card. Because we should be able to travel now, right? Yep. Let's go to... choose another town. I want to go to Woodland. There we go. Thank you kindly. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't have thought to look here, really. So, apparently you... Scritch, scratch, scritch, scratch.
You follow the curious sounds to their source, our resident well water lover, digging at the dry well with his bare hands. He digs and digs, but no water is forthcoming. What's worse, he has injured his hand in the process. Melanie beseeches you to help the poor man. But well digging was forbidden by our ancestors long ago. You've heard the legends, you protest.
Well digging was forbidden?
How is that the best lie you can come up with? She snaps back, appalled. The man turns towards you both, oblivious to the squabble playing out before him. Do you have any salve that might ease my pain, he asks.
I can give you some salve. Hand over the salve.
Hand the man some salve. The instant he applies it to his hands, he resumes his furious digging, this time punctuated with shouts of "I feel incredible." Not long after that, water erupts from the ground with a force unlike any you've seen. He sidles up to the jet of water and begins drinking from it as one would from a fountain. He is once again in his element. The man hands you mysterious card 4 to show his appreciation for the salve.
Well, there we go. Hooray. Yeah, I just didn't talk to the characters again after the fire. I probably should have. But, carrot shop. Let's go to Shoreland. I talked to them now, but, I mean, we're done with this area now. It doesn't feel like there's much point. Plus, I know I've got the only important thing, so, Shoreland. Thank you. And now we'll finally be able to check out the nutritionist shop, so... Alright, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Voice of Cards, and I'll see you next time for some more.